Aisha Yesufu, a Nigerian activist, has used her Twitter account to clarify the requirements a man must complete in order to marry the mother of his ex-wife or girlfriend. The Kano State Hisbah reportedly cleared a woman who wed her daughter's suitor the day prior to this, according to a report in Vanguard. According to Aisha's tweet, Islam accepts it fully. If the marriage or relationship hasn't even yet been consummated, it is still permissible. The woman replied, even if the suitor and the woman's daughter got married, marriage now becomes forbidden between them once there is consummation, she wrote. Remember that Malama Gadija Rano, who divorced her husband to wed the guy who was courting her daughter, was the subject of an investigation by the Kano State Hisbah. In yesterday's Vanguard report, it was stated that Ahmed claimed Khadija had received a divorce from her husband and had fulfilled with the 3 months waiting period either mandated by Islam before being married to a man her biological daughter had previously rejected. Well, he said it is. She said it is perfectly allowed in Islam. In fact, even if the daughter had the suitor, if the daughter and the suitor had tied the knot, as long as the marriage has not been consummated, the man can divorce the daughter and marry his mother. It is once there, it is once there is consummation that marriage now becomes forbidden between them. I don't know a lot of if a lot of you have really heard this story. We've been hearing this story for from maybe close to 2 or 3 weeks when um I don't know, somebody raised an alarm that a woman trying to marry her daughter's boyfriend. Let us just put it that way, because when you say suitor, the person that wanted to marry her daughter, but the daughter rejected it. I don't know whether they had a sexual relationship before now. Maybe when it got to the time of marriage, the so-called daughter rejected it. That is what I don't even really know, because I just decided to just okay, let's just even have a bit of fresh air from all these politicians and all these supporters here and there. So that is what has been going on. And at the end of the day, whether the family raised the alarm, I don't know who raised the alarm, that how can this be that a man that your daughter has been befriending and the girl says she cannot marry the boy. At the end of the day, the woman who was married, and they said the woman, the mother that we are talking about, forced her own husband to divorce her so that she can marry this. That was how they put it, which I don't think maybe that's the reason why it happened. Maybe they had already divorced. So the matter was taken to was what do they call them? Taken to Isba, and Isba said no, yes, that she can go ahead to marry the daughter's suitor, and that is the bone of contention, that it is allowed in Islam, that this kind of a thing is allowed in Islam. So whether it is morally okay or not, it is a neither here nor there. But in as much from what they are saying, even Aisha Yesufu is telling us that it's allowed in Islam. So Isba has not done anything wrong. So what they are saying is that in as much the daughter and the so-called suitor, they never had a sexual relationship, that it is good that they go ahead, they can get married. But I don't know whether they just brought the girl or the man, oh yeah, go and marry, and the girl said no, I will not marry, and the mother had to go in. Irrespective of how you want to look at it, it is not looking too good. It's not right. It's so messy. I don't really understand it. I don't understand. And a lot of people have been saying some things that, so how attractive is the woman that the so-called boyfriend, if we want to put it in our own terminology, the so-called suitor, we don't even know whether he's a young person. That's another thing. Maybe he's an old person, a matured person like the mother. Anything can go in this our Africa, let alone when it comes to this Islamic thing. Maybe that those what is it called, even as young as 9 year 10-year-old girl can even marry to somebody who is 40 something, a man who is 40 something. Maybe the man is 40 something and the woman is 30 something, even the so-called mother. That is the details that we cannot get. But what we are hearing now is that the man that was supposed to marry the daughter the daughter rejected the man. At the end of the day, the woman said, "Okay, I'm going to marry the man." Maybe the man is, within the age bracket of the woman, because if it is in this day, people, because when you should be able to think or reason and imagine what could be happening over there, because it's not going to be all this modern day guess. Oh, you have a boyfriend, or you have a somebody, a suitor you want to marry, you are dating and what have you, and you say the woman is now who you want to be attracted to me. I just believe the issue is that maybe the daughter is a young girl, small girl, and they said no, and the mother is within the age bracket of this called suitor. Maybe that is why he finds him or finds her so attractive, or attracted, or attractive, whichever way you want to put it. So what they are telling us now, that in as much there is no sexual relationship between the daughter and the suitor, that it is possible for them to marry the mother and the so-called suitor. So what if something of that nature had happened? Who would have known? But in all, to me, I just believe that it is not really, it's not a, it's messy. It's messy. But let us know what you think in the comment section.